Hi everyone, this is Tuplex. Welcome back. I've been continuing to build up the rest of this coke production area. So I've gotten all the pipes and everything laid in. I handcrafted some of the rest of the ingredients that we'll need to get this finished up. I also extended my path over here. But now this first row of steam engines is kind of in the way, so I'm just going to start by moving this. Basically, I'll just take the first set of two boilers, and I'll move it down to the other end. Yeah, that's okay. There we go. And I've got the recipe updated for coke pellets rather than the carbon that I was incorrectly doing before. So the ratios have changed a bit, but that only affects what we produce after we produce the coke. Oh, I need a light. There we go. Oh, and I've been noticed that when I zoom out, my FPS drops quite a bit. I think it must have something to do with the models in Angels and Bobs, because I don't usually have that problem in the vanilla game. But to help that situation, I turned off smoke and clouds in the graphic settings, so that's helping a bit. Speaking of graphic settings, I changed the colors for the science packs back to the standard, so that we don't get confused by that. That was bothering me a little bit. And I've also moved the crawler a bit, so the crawler's continuing to clear all the trees from this area. Slowly but surely making progress, but I did clear everything here, so I just moved it farther down and gave it a new area. Alright, so that'll all take care of itself as we finish up over here. Okay, so I think we're pretty much ready on the coke production. This is all the crushed coal coming down this belt. I can remove the undergrounds from the very end there, and then the coke itself will be coming out on this outside belt. Okay, so I can do that. I do need still to take care of this machine. Okay. All right, that looks pretty good. So, although now this is saying that we need 34 of these. Is that right? Let me check this again. Because before it said we needed 6 ore crushers, and now this says 9. I think something's not quite right. If I need... Oh. No. That's fine. Where am I? Oh, okay. Where's the carbon dioxide? Oh, I don't need carbon dioxide now. Right. What happened here? No, I don't want matrix solver. I want options. Okay. Yeah, I don't need carbon dioxide now because since we're not doing carbon, we're doing coke pellets. Carbon dioxide is not needed for coke pellets. Right, actually I still want that. All right, so let's go to 9. I guess we'll have to do 10 ore crushers. So we'll add another pair of those down here. And in case anybody forgot why we're doing this, it's so that we can get the bonus, I guess we could call it a bonus, that you get from increased efficiency by using more refined fuels in your power generation. Because by going from coal to crushed coal to coke, you get more megajoules per input of coal. And then by converting the coke into coke pellets, you get even more. So you get, collectively probably a 30 to 40% boost in how much energy you can make with your coal by going through this process. That's the reason that we're doing this. Okay, so now if I need 34 liquefiers making coke, I have 22. That means I need 12 more, which is 6 on each side. All right, so let's do that. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And unfortunately, I just got rid of my blueprint for the other side, so let's get that as well. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I feel like I'm going to run into trouble with fluids. There's going to be a lot of fluid going through these pipes. I don't know if the pipes are going to be able to keep up. If the pipes can't keep up, I think we can probably scale this back. I'm not quite sure that we need so much production just for the steam power. But we'll go with the calculations that we started with and see where it takes us. Okay, so I think what we need next is the hydro plant, because we need purified water coming in here. Let me make a couple of pumps. Actually, I'll make all the pumps. Okay. And the purified water, I want to stay out of the way of this bobmonium patch. So why don't we put let's put the purified water production over here. Like this. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, and so we're just going to use the water purification recipe. And we will do this type of arrangement. Actually, let me just do it on one, and then I can use nanobots. To help me deploy this the rest of the way. Yeah, that'll fit. Let's put a light in there too while we're at it. Speaking of which, I need to make more lights. As you can see, I'm researching rails and automobilism, so I can make a car soon. Okay, let's try that again. I used the wrong kind of blueprint. Actually, I'll put that there so I can put the light more in the middle. Okay, that's the right one. Okay, it looks like I'm missing pipes, so let's run back to the base and get some more pipes. Okay, as soon as I get some steel, I can make a car. That'll help a lot. I notice that my mini-map is showing me a lot more now, so that's good. We're starting to get more and more scans outside. When I started the game, I think I forgot to turn off enemy expansion. So I might just fix that with a console command, because I don't want to, once I clear the biters, I don't want them to come back. I don't think there's a way to change that after the game is started, so that's why I think I'm going to need to do that with a console command. But I will turn that off if no one objects. Okay, while we're over here, let's get some, we're going to need to get some water piped over. I think maybe I'll just pipe it in from above this bobmonium patch. Researching the crawler construction train now. I tried using the crawler train before, and I didn't really like it very much. I didn't find it that useful. So I doubt that I'm going to use it in this playthrough. Let's get rid of that. There we go. I did research another level of nanobot speed and nanobot range in between episodes as well, as I was getting all my stuff prepared. So hopefully we'll start to see some benefit with that. All right, then this will have to be connected with some power. And let's get our water fed in here. No, that's okay. All right. All right, so the purified water needs to connect there, and we need a connection on the other side as well. Yeah, let's do this. Oops. Okay. So that should be good. And then the saline, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it into a storage tank, because we're going to need some saline water sooner or later. So we might as well collect some of it so that we have it once it's required. Okay. Now you'll notice I'm using this Petrochem oil tank. This holds 80,000 units. which is much bigger than the vanilla storage tank, which only holds 25,000. Now there's another one that's even bigger, which is this petrochem gas tank, which is spherical, and that holds 125,000. The reason I'm not using that is just for the sake of realism. I think in real life, generally, liquids would be held in a cylindrical tank because gravity holds them down, and the straight walls of the cylinder is just to prevent the fluids from expanding horizontally over the ground, whereas gases are typically stored in a spherical tank because gas pressure goes evenly in every direction, which is why you have a spherical shape. So in this game, I'm going to use the cylindrical tanks for liquids, and I'll use the spherical tanks for gases. All right, and then I'm going to put an overflow valve on here. And then we will put our liquefier, or the clarifier, after the overflow valve. So what that'll do is it'll allow this tank to fill up most of the way, at least. And then once the tank is more than 80% full, the excess will come out and go to the clarifier and be voided. And that way it won't, we won't get backed up and stop production when the tank is full. Okay, and then we also, let's see, I think we can remove those. We also need a storage tank for the sulfuric wastewater, which is going to go here. And I should do the same there with an overflow valve. Actually, no, I can't do another one. I need another clarifier. Where are the clarifiers? Water treatment. Okay. I need some steel. And what was I missing to make the car? Also steel. Okay. Well, the good news is that once I get some steel, we'll be able to make a car as well. The bad news is that there's no steel on my main bus anymore. I wonder if I have some down here. Yep. There's a little bit that I can steal. No pun intended. All right. The reason for this is just that the chest up here where I'm putting stone is now full. So I'm not doing any more ore processing. So I'm going to have to go and fix that in the near future. But we'll do that next. All right, so let's make another petrochem oil tank. And then I was going to make a car as well. There we go. And I'm just making 2 tanks so that I can store twice as much sulfuric wastewater. And then I think we're going to be ready to turn this on and see if it actually works. In fact, we can bring some power over. And then I think we need another power pole there. Oh, and one here even. Okay, so now everything's powered up. Alright, we're purifying water. So I can see the purified water is starting to fill all those pipes, which is good. And then the saline water is coming down to our storage tank. Alright, so at least that part of it is working properly. Here, let's put another tank there. We'll put our overflow valve, and then I needed to make a clarifier. Oh no, I already did, didn't I? Okay, I guess not. I thought I made one already. I must just be thinking of the tank that I made. All right, and I'm gonna need power for that clarifier as well. Okay, so that part of it looks good. All right, so we're missing one more part here, which is what we do after the coke comes out. And we'll do that next. But first, let's start feeding this some coal just so we can see if what we have so far is working properly. And once we verify that it's working properly, then I'll disconnect this belt temporarily because I don't want all my coal getting sucked up over here when I need it for electricity. Okay, so far so good. Okay. I think I need to fill both sides of the belt here. There we go. Yeah, and this appears to be the right ratio. You know, we have 2 crushed coal. Let's do that. I think that'll help a bit. So I have 1 full belt of coal coming in, or could be 1 full belt, and then I have 2 full belts of crushed coal going out. That seems like the right ratio. Okay. Yeah, and then so every other one of these I should have going on the near side of the belt as well. Just so we can fill both sides. Two, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, now some of these are not producing yet. Oh, huh. We missed an underground belt. That explains it. Okay, well that looks pretty good so far. Let's check our electrical situation. We're still doing fine. It's not using too much power. Okay, so now we have lots and lots of coke, and now we just need 7 machines to make the coke pellets, and I think the only ingredient for those is the coke itself. All right. So this will be the output belt, I would say. And I think we'll just set this up with 4 on each side. It says we need 7, but I'm just going to do an even number. All right. Coke pellet. Right, and this takes 5 coke in per second, so I'm going to use fast inserters, and then we can use slow inserters on the output. Fast inserters in, and then I'll just run these 2 belts. This one can feed this side. And this one can feed this side. And I'll put a balancer there. Actually, not right there. Let's do it right there. Okay. Let's see. Power, power, power. Power, power, power. And light, light. Nice. Okay. Now I'm going to make a... Oh, I already have some silos. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to put that in a silo. I'm going to use one of my loaders to load it. This way we'll build a buffer. And then we'll unload it here. And then this can go over to feed our power plant. Alright, I'm just going to cut off the coal supply there. Actually, we'll just pick this up. We'll send all the coal now to the coke pellet production. Alright, so if we look at these coke pellets now, we can see 30 megajoules each. And again, I'm not sure exactly what the ratio is on how much additional energy we get from this process, but it's somewhere around 30–40%, I would imagine. I'd have to do the calculations. But this looks pretty good. I mean, the goal was to be able to consume a full belt of coal, and it looks like we're able to do that. We don't quite have a full belt, actually, so let's see if we can repair that situation. I'm going to turn this off now. I wonder if I can upgrade to mining drill 2s. Yeah, if I get more circuits, I can. Where's my car? Let's start using the car. And the coke pellets make good fuel for automobiles too. Am I going the right way? Yeah. I'm coming down here so I can get some more of my circuits. Okay. What was I trying to make? Yeah, mining drill 2s. I can make 2 more there. Now the next problem you're going to see me have is that I always forget my car. I better just pick it up. Alright. Now mining drill 2s. Let's see. I think it's... I'm going to put these near the middle where there's more ore to be consumed, because they are going to use it fast. So you can see that these are much faster than the typical mining drill, which is why they're very nice to use. Okay. And I think with that, that should give us a full belt. Yep, it gives us a fully compressed belt. Let's go ahead and make a couple more if I can. No, I can't. I'm out of circuits. Okay, well, we'll leave it like that for now. That's going to be enough, I think. Here we should add that drill back. Do I have more drills? Yeah. Let's add some more drills over here for our mining, or our smelting rather. Keep that area fueled up. Okay, that looks pretty good. Let's double check here. So these are all... No, they're not all running. Why? I wonder how much sulfuric wastewater I'm producing. I'm not sure why this window got so big. I would prefer if it didn't, but now I don't know how to get to the settings so I can fix it. I might have to uninstall it and reinstall it. Okay. So we're making 625 per second. Yeah, so if that's the case, I'm going to need a lot more liquefiers, because the liquefiers, I think, can only do 100 per second. Or the clarifiers, rather, not the liquefiers. It doesn't say here, but I think it's 100 per second. So how much saline are we making? 125. All right, so I think I need 7 liquefiers for the sulfuric wastewater, and I think I need 2 clarifiers for the saline. Oops, if I'm not mistaken about that. Okay, no, I think it's more than 100 per second, because this seems to take about 3 or 4 seconds. Yeah, that seems to be about 3 seconds to consume 1,000. So probably one more clarifier will be good enough. Okay, good, and I have the materials for that already. So let's put some pipe there on the output, and then we'll put a second one down here. I think we're going to need one more pipe. All right, and then hopefully that will be enough to keep up here. Actually, we can probably see on the graphs if we look at production of sulfuric wastewater versus consumption. Yeah, so we can see that we're consuming the wastewater faster than it's being produced. So that's good. That means that we have enough capacity on these clarifiers to keep up with it. And most of these now appear to be running. I would like to put some pipes in here, or some pumps, but I don't know if I can get electricity. I don't think I can get electricity in there unless I have... I wonder if I can do a Mark II power pole. All right, let's look here. Electric poles 2. Yeah, that's what I need. I need a tier 2 electric pole, but that requires brass, which I don't have yet. So I think we're going to have to hold off on that. Maybe not so much. See if I can find it here. Electric poles too. Let's queue it up. Might as well start working towards that. We're going to need it sooner or later. But for now, we're accumulating. And that's something else that we can check in our graph. Let's look at production of coke pellets versus consumption of coke pellets. So we can see that our consumption is far less than the production, which is good. Another thing that we should probably do is set up an alarm on our inventory of coke pellets and on our incoming coal. In fact, I would even rather put the alarm on the coal instead, because by the time the coke pellets are low, it's almost too late to fix it before you shut down the factory. I'm coming over here for circuits. There we go. Yeah, so let's make an alarm on our coal. Do I want to use a whole silo of coal? Why not? This seems like a good place for it. Alright, so if you clear out 8, then you have room for a silo and 2 loaders. There we go. Okay, and then let's put our alarm there, and then I need, actually we can move that a little bit closer. Okay. And then I need a red wire. And for the red wire, I need rubber. And for rubber, I need a piece of resin. I'll just do it over here. Do I have any wood? No, but I think I can get some. Yep. All right, let's grab some wood. For the insulated wire, you need rubber. And fortunately, the rubber is easy to make. You can do it with a piece of resin. You just put resin in a furnace and you get rubber. This seems like an overly simplified recipe, to be quite honest. There we go, resin. With the wood. Okay, and I think I have furnaces. No? Huh, I don't even have stone. Alright. Well, there must be some stone around here too. There's a rock. Okay, now we can make a furnace. Alright, and then we're almost out of time, but the last thing that I want to do is clear up our steel problem. Alright, that's enough of that. Alright, there's some rubber, so now I should be able to make a signal wire. There we go. so let's see. We've got 1,000 in there now. So let's say if this drops below 1,000, then we'll sound an alarm. Now, in the settings, I did reduce in my settings, I did reduce the volume of, whoops, of alerts. Maybe I need to turn this up a little bit more because I haven't really been hearing it. The reason I did that is just because with the crawler active, the whole time the bots are deconstructing, I get that little alert that something is missing, a construction bot, and that was getting to be kind of annoying. All right. Well, this looks pretty good, except that we're not producing enough coke. And I'm not sure why that is. I think it's got to do with the sulfuric wastewater not emptying out fast enough. So that'll be a project that we need to continue to work on, I think. All right, so real quickly before we conclude today, let's go up and fix my steel back up. Very nice to have that car. All right, let's throw a light up here. All right, so the problem here is with the... No, it's not full. Okay, so why are we stopped? Oh, are you kidding me? Well, that was easy to fix, wasn't it? Oh man, I feel stupid. Okay. Well, like I said, the good news is that it was easy. Now the other thing I'm going to do is I want to take this stone and add it to our belt over here. And my inventory is full. Okay, I can make a light. That'll help. Still too much there. Okay, so I'm going to have to do this in stages, I suppose. Yeah, and I'll just bring it straight down here. We'll jump across. In this case, I will do that. And come over here. Yeah. Let's clear away some of these trees here, so I can see what I'm doing. There we go. Alright, so now this stone will get dumped onto this belt, which will take it down to the stone brick production and the stone storage section, along with the rest of it. Okay, well I think we're in good shape. Yeah, so the next time, I think what I'd like to do next is set up a mall. I know we talked about doing military science, but I think I'd like to get my supplies automated first so that I don't have to do all the handcrafting all the time. So I think we'll do that next, and then we'll get to military science after that. Until then, thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.